Hello everybody, this is Hoodoo Master. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and being a regular viewer of my channel and watching all my videos. So thank you so much guys for all the love and support that you show. Once again, this is Hoodoo Master back again with a new video. So I haven't uploaded a video for good 6-7 months or even a longer period of time, and that is purely because I have been so busy, and thanks to you guys, you lot are emailing me. I get hundreds of emails a day, talking about specific situations and talking about specific spells. And I take bookings for a good 6 days a week or 6 nights a week, and that is why I've been so busy. I tend to get a day off, if that, and that's why I haven't had a chance to make any new videos for my YouTube channel. So I do apologize for that, but thank you so much for keep messaging me, and I get so many emails, as I say, on a daily or weekly basis with the specific question of when am I going to upload another video. So I am really sorry about that, but today I am back with a new video, and I'm going to go through the situation and actually perform this spell live on camera today for you guys. So yeah, please do stay tuned in, and once again thank you so much for all the love and support that you guys have shown. Thank you. So guys, before I actually start performing this spell and explaining the situation, I do need to disclose that I am wearing nail varnish. You guys have probably noticed this, that this is the first video that I've actually got my nails painted. Now the reason why I've got that is because I have started working with graveyard dirt again. So I have done a video on YouTube saying how to collect a graveyard dirt. It's a two-part video that I've done on my YouTube channel. At that time I wasn't working with graveyard dirt purely for personal reasons, but as my clients have seen better and faster results with graveyard dirt, I have started working with graveyard dirt again. So currently I'm working with a particular spirit who was actually a nail technician, and she wanted me to paint my nails in order to take her graveyard dirt. So I did accept that, and she accepted my request and allowed me to obtain her graveyard dirt. Hence why for the next few weeks, or maybe even for the next few videos, if I make them back to back, you will see me wearing nail varnish or even different types of nail varnishes, just because that's the agreement that I have with this particular spirit in order to take her graveyard dirt and use her spirit essence in that particular spell. Okay, so that's just to clarify that. So let's come back to the situation. What am I doing today? So I am doing a voodoo doll torture spell. Now I call it a spell because all of my spells are called spells, but this is not really a spell. It's more of a black magic procedure, a black magic process. As you'll see, I won't be using any candles in this spell, so there won't be any candles to read at the end and to send an outcome report to my client with, the wax went to the top or to the right or to the bottom or to the left. I don't have that information to provide because it's not really a spell, even though I call it spell. This is more of a black magic process. This is to attack somebody, and I mean physically attack somebody via the voodoo doll, which I'm going to do today. But before I do that, let me just quickly explain that this is not the complete spell. I charge hundreds and thousands of pounds for my spells, and my clients do pay that amount of money. Hence why when I make videos, I do not show the entire spell. I do not show all of the ingredients that I use. Why? Because it's not fair for those clients that are paying hundreds and thousands of pounds for me to perform the spell when I'm actually putting these on YouTube for for people to try at home. Hence why, yeah, that is a reason. That's why I do not show the entire spell. And that's just to be fair to my clients. This particular client has paid over £2,000 for me to perform this spell twice. So I'm actually doing this spell on a female voodoo doll, and then I'm doing the same spell on a male voodoo doll as well. So she's paid good over £2,000 for this spell to be performed for her, and it won't be fair for me to then, show this spell for free on YouTube for people to try at home. Hence why this is not the complete spell. Okay? Now, I've just mentioned about trying this at home and doing this at home, and I always say to you people, when you're working with my spells, feel free to try it at home. You can do those spells and all this and that. In this particular situation, this is a live voodoo doll torture black magic process. Guys, in all honesty, please do not try this at home. This is very, very serious. This is a very, very dark black magic work. And if you are not trained on how to deal with black magic or with hoodoo or voodoo, then you're putting yourself at risk. So guys, everything here is live. Everything here has been blessed and activated. Therefore, I've been doing hoodoo for 10 years, okay? I'm protected by my gurus, by the spirits that I work with the snake spirits that I work with, that I worship. Therefore, I'm okay to perform this spell, and if I was to get into trouble, I know exactly how to get out. But for you to try this at home, you could put your life at danger, so please do not try this spell at home. And if you want me to perform this spell, or any hoodoo or voodoo practitioner, then please do contact them or myself, and myself or those people would be more than happy to take your case on board and support you and help you with this situation. But I don't want to waste anybody's time, and I don't want anybody to waste my time, hence why I'm going to be really upfront and open and say that this spell is priced at 1,500 British pounds. Okay, so if you want me to perform this voodoo doll torture black magic process, or a spell if you want to call it, then I will charge 1,500 British pounds per spell in order to do this. Now, I will explain the situation in a moment, but I just wanted to clarify that, and just so you are aware exactly what you're getting and exactly what my prices are. Okay, so stay tuned, and then we'll start with the spell. Thank you. Okay guys, so welcome back, and before I actually start performing this spell, let me tell you a little bit about the situation. So my client, she loves this guy, she's really, really in love with this guy, but she can't stand that her lover is with another woman. Now, she's performed the powerful breakup spell through me, so I have performed the powerful breakup spell by Hoodoo Master, which is on YouTube. I've performed that spell for her. I've also performed the powerful lover return spell by Hoodoo Master, which is also on YouTube, but I performed it for her as well. So those spells, the intention has been sent into the universe, it's slowly working, she's going to start seeing results very soon, everything is going really well. But she's a little bit impatient. And she's going to be watching this video, so sorry sweetheart, but she is a little bit impatient. And what she wants is, she's had enough. She's going through a lot of pain, emotional pain that she's going through. She's crying, she can't go to sleep, and I feel that pain as well, because when my clients are going through pain, I feel that pain. So she's really, really upset at this moment, and she wants faster results, and she wants something more powerful, something more dark energy, something more stronger. And she contacted me and said, Hoodoo Master, is there anything that I can do that can really boost the energy of the spells that I've performed? And is there anything that can teach that bitch a lesson? Clearly, she hates that woman because she loves her lover, and she wants them two to break up so her lover can come back to her. She sees her lover as her soulmate, so she wants something really, really powerful. Hence, I suggested, let's go for a voodoo doll torture spell. This is when I will create a voodoo doll of the lady, of the other woman. So in this particular situation, guys, I know in my other video, Powerful Breakup Spell by Hoodoo Master and Powerful Lover Return Spell by Hoodoo Master, I've shown you how to make voodoo dolls and how to make spirit powder. Now, voodoo doll can be made with, number one, Play-Doh. It can be made with, number two, items of materials like clothes, and I've shown those two types of voodoo dolls that I've made. In this situation, because we want to attack the person, I wanted to give a strong body to the person. Hence why I am actually using a plastic actual doll in this situation, because I want to attack this person. I want that person to feel the pain. Okay, so we are going to be using a proper kid's doll for this. How to make a spirit powder and how to make a petition has also been shown in many of my videos, and you can refer back to Powerful Breakup Spell by Hoodoo Master on YouTube and Powerful Lover Return Spell by Hoodoo Master on YouTube in order to see how to make spirit powder. So I made a spirit powder for the other woman, and I've also made the petition for the actual black magic process that I'm doing today. It's all been put into ashes, and then it was put in the head of the voodoo doll. So the actual ashes are in the head here of this voodoo doll, and then I've screwed the voodoo doll back on to give this the form of an actual doll. This has then been baptized with holy water, and this is now an active live voodoo doll, and this represents the person that I will be doing magic on. Now, There are a lot of ingredients here, but of course, as I mentioned previously, these are not the full ingredients, but there are a lot of ingredients that I'm going to be using today, and explain on why I'm using that. But all of these items have been blessed. So of course, you guys know that I bless my items, and I've shown it in many of my videos. But because I don't want this video to be very, very long, for hours long, I have actually blessed and activated all of these items off camera. So the only thing I need to do is put them onto the plate and explain why I'm doing that. So all the prayers have already been done on these items, and then once I'm off camera, once I've finished making this video, for the next 7 days I will be doing more prayers. I'll be using many different mantras and holy scripts, Hindu holy scripts, in order to complete this spell over 7 days and keep torturing this person. Okay? Now, you'll be thinking, wait a minute, is this a torture spell? Is this a breakup spell because she wants that person to break up? Then don't understand what the situation is. What are you actually doing, and why are you actually doing this? So, this is not a destruction spell. We are not torturing the other woman in order to destroy her. What we are doing is we are actually torturing this voodoo doll, so physically torturing the other woman in order for her to leave that man, so that man can return back to my client. Okay, so I'm going to be performing this spell on this voodoo doll, but with the viewpoint and with the specific prayers that have been used in order to make every interaction with that man to be very, very painful, physically painful, so that she can stop going to him and drift apart and leave him and break up with him, so he can then return back to my client in a loving, committed sexual relationship and a genuine relationship. That's why we're targeting her. But off camera, then I'll be doing the same spell on him as well, so that he finds every interaction with her physically painful, and then they break up and go their own ways. So yes, you can do a powerful breakup spell, which is one spell done on 2 people, or you can do this individually, which is very, very strong black magic process that physically attacks the lover and attacks the other woman in order to break them apart. Hence why this is a very strong, powerful black magic process for which I charge a lot of money for. Okay, so just being upfront and being quite clear with you. So a lot of talking is done. Let's get on to performing the actual spell now. Okay guys, welcome back. So let's start with performing this spell. So I am using a dish here just so I can place this live voodoo doll into the plate and do the magic onto this dish, rather than having a huge plate, because we really want to keep it really close and do a very strong impact on this particular voodoo doll. Okay, so as I have explained previously, this voodoo doll is active. It is a live voodoo doll, so please don't try this at home. So number one, what we're going to do is we're going to put nails as a bed for this voodoo doll. So I am going to be using some nails here. Okay, and the purpose of these nails are in order to make every single interaction painful with the other man, with this person's lover. Okay, so I have used these types of nails. I don't know if you can see them over here. That's not really zooming in. Okay, so I'll put these nails as a foundation to this spell. Now this has already been prayed over, and the purpose of these nails is, now that we're going to put this voodoo doll on top of these nails, let every single interaction with that man, with the person that she's dating, let it be really, really painful every time she sees him, every time she speaks to him, so that she drifts apart from him and breaks up with him, so he can return back to my client in a loving relationship. We're not going to be penetrating these pins in her. These are just as a foundation to the spell. Okay, but now moving on, what we are going to do is put nails in specifically in her body in order to make this particular interactions with the other man painful. So firstly, number one, what we're going to do is we're going to put the pins in her eyes. Okay, so physically put the pins in her eyes. Once again, these pins have been prayed and blessed. We put that through over here. Alright, so the purpose of putting the pins in her eyes is that every time she sees my client's lover, she gets angry, she gets upset, she starts arguing with him. And these pins will make sure that every time she sees the other man, the lover of my client, she will feel hatred towards him. She wouldn't want to see him. Just looking at him will make her feel angry and upset, and make her feel fuming with anger. That's why we are targeting the eyes first. Second thing we're going to target is going to target her ears. So every time she hears his voice, she becomes in pain and she gets really angry, she gets upset, she just wants to break apart with him. Hence why we're going to put the pins in the ears here as well. Okay guys? So we've targeted the ears, so any kind of communication that she hears from the other man makes her angry, makes her physically in pain, so she wants to just walk away from him. We've also put the pins in the eyes, so every time she sees him, it makes her feel really angry and physical pain for her to say, okay, I can't see you, I don't want to see you, I just want to walk away from you. So we targeted the eyes and ears. Next thing we're going to target is going to target her feet. And the purpose of targeting the feet here is, guys, let's get that in there. Be really careful because you will end up piercing yourself. So the purpose of targeting her feet here, okay, let me just get that in there for you guys. So the purpose of targeting her feet here is we don't want her to go to him. So targeting the feet here with the pins will stop her going to him. Remember, I'm also performing this spell on the man as well, on my client's lover, to break them apart. So I will be targeting the same points to him. So every time he sees her, she sees him, they're in physical pain, they just want to drift apart. Every time he hears from her, she hears from him, they are in physical pain and they hate each other, they're going to drift apart. They won't go to each other, so every time they want to plan to meet, whether it's for a coffee or a meal or to stay over, they just cannot come together, and if they do, something bad will happen because of the eyesight and the hearing that they will then drift apart. Okay, and then finally what we're going to attack is the hands here. So the purpose of attacking the hands, guys, is to ensure no physical contact. We're going to get that one over here, and the other one can go in here. Once again, guys, this is very hard plastic, so please be careful when piercing these. Right, so we've targeted her feet, we've targeted her hands, we've targeted her ears, and we have targeted her eyes. Some hoodoo practitioners will target the heart as well, but because this is not a death spell and we don't want to cause pain in the heart and to kill her, this is not a death spell. That's why I'm not targeting the heart, but we have targeted the main points. So once again, to recap, eyes, every time she sees him, she'll be in physical pain and she doesn't want to be with him, therefore break apart. We've targeted her ears, every time she hears from him, whether it's listening to his voice or whether hearing through text messages or WhatsApp or social media, that will cause her physical pain, make her drift apart and break up with him. Then we've targeted her hands, so she physically cannot go to him, or when she does go to him, something will happen for them to just walk away from each other. So pinning her feet is something very, very important. Then we've pinned her hands here, so any connection, any physical connection, any sex or anything like that, that will then stop as well. Therefore we targeted the main areas. Once again, I don't want to target her heart because this is not a death spell and it's not a destruction spell. It's to cause her pain, physical pain, so she can walk away from him and he can walk away from her. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to use is going to be lemons. The purpose of the lemons is to make every interaction painful and sour. So we're going to use lemons here. Once again, guys, as I mentioned previously, everything has already been blessed just to make this video a little bit shorter and watchable for you guys. Okay, so we've added lemons here. Once again, they're prayed over. We're now going to add 2 chilies. So the purpose of the chilies here is, guys, to add anger and heat. So these are the very thick, fat red chilies that I'm using. They're really, really, really hot. Just a bit of that chili in your food is more than enough. So the fact that I've used 2 full ones here is to add a lot of anger to this spell. Remember, we want that physical torture. We want that every time she sees him or hears from him or is being with him, will make her angry, will make her physically in torture for her to just say, okay, I've had enough and I'm walking away from you. Okay? Next thing I'm going to add is going to be some very strong breakup powder. So I'm going to add that on her here. Alright, so once again, the purpose of adding this powder, which has already been blessed as well, is to break this relationship apart, to break them up so that she will just leave him, he will leave her, and return back to my client. So the man returns back to my client. Okay? Next thing I'm going to add is going to be needles. So let every interaction between this woman and the man, according to the petition of this black magic procedure, let it be fully painful. Let it be so much pain for her that she just walks away, breaks up with him, and never comes back to him. So we've added specifically needles here as well. Okay? Next thing to add, because we want to add dominant power, we're going to add some carnation flowers. So we're just going to add these. Once again, these have been already blessed, so that's absolutely fine. Okay, so let's just add that over here. Next thing to add are Pacific oils. So I'm using 2 oils over here. I've got 2 Pacific oils. One oil is for destruction of this lady in regards to the breakup of this relationship, and the other one is a hexing oil that I'm going to be using, and that is to hex this lady. So every time she sees this man or interacts with this man, she just wants to break apart with him. Okay? One there. And once again, guys, these all have been blessed over. Just adding items to your spell is not going to do the work. So you do need to pray over them and activate all these ingredients, which I have done off camera just to make this video smaller in length, in time. Okay? Now, off camera, I will be adding snake poison to the spell. I will be adding graveyard dirt to the spell as well. Now, there are, how can I explain this to you guys now? So of course there's one when you go to collect graveyard dirt, when you go through the correct offering procedure in order to collect the graveyard dirt to add to the spell, or you also obtain graveyard dirt which you keep at home in order to add for multiple spells. So although for this particular spell I did not go to the graveyard in order to form a binding contract with the spirit, I already have a particular spirit's graveyard dirt that I use for very dark black magic processes, and her essence is used in spells like this, so I will be adding that graveyard dirt off camera. So one thing I am going to add now on camera is that I had to go through a animal sacrifice process in order to perform this spell. So I did not sacrifice the animal myself, but the animal was sacrificed. So if you're against animal sacrifice, I'm really sorry guys, but this is black magic and I want to make it as powerful as I can in order to make it worth it for my client and for the money that she has paid. So I'm going to be adding blood of a dead animal here. So animal was sacrificed for this particular spell. So I'm going to add that here now. So just be careful, sometimes this blood does smell. I do apologise for that, but we do add this onto this spell here. Okay. And then what I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to do my prayers, and I'm going to then do a full-on spell. Other thing, one final thing I need to explain as well, is adding ashes of the man that we want her to break apart with. Okay, so situations in like this spell, what I have also done is I've created ashes of the photos of the man that she is seeing. So my client's lover's photos I've turned into ashes, and I will be adding those onto this spell as well. So every time she sees that man, she just wants to break apart, and it causes physical pain. Okay, finally what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 lemons over here side by side, and I'm going to light these incense sticks. Okay. Let's do another one here. guys. So this spell, let's just give it a bit more energy over here. Right, a bit more. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do is now, off camera, I need to do more prayers now, and for 7 nights in a row, I'm going to work on this spell in order to break this relationship up and to add as much of energy as I can on this spell. And yeah, and then the photos of this will be sent to my client. These photos will be, the video will be uploaded onto the YouTube channel as well. So yeah, if you've got any questions, if you want to go through any particular situation that you are currently suffering in, then please do email me at hoodoomaster@hotmail.com. Of course, I will put all the details in the information box. You can contact me and I can go through your particular situation, offer you the spells that I think are useful in your particular situation, and then go through the prices and what the next steps will be. So yeah, hopefully I'll hear from you guys very soon, and thank you for watching my videos. As I said, the purpose of today's video was to keep it short. I didn't do any of the blessing of the items on camera. All the blessings were done off camera, so the only thing I needed to do was actually put them all on the plate. Now the hard work starts, because I now need to attack this woman for 7 nights and make this bitch leave that man so he can return back to my beautiful client. So, wish you all the best, guys, and hopefully I'll hear from you soon. Thank you.